Hey guys, it's Ash, and welcome back to my channel, where I'm trying to re-lose the 70 pounds that I already lost once and regained during COVID. And we're gonna do this video differently because I had a whole plan and poof. So let's get started. Alright my friends, I had a whole plan for this video and the wind had other plans for me. So let's get into the topics that I had planned for you guys, and then we'll just share a little bit of my day with you guys from when I decided to go to the park to record, and I did walk around the park a little bit, so I will just share that with you guys here. Alright, so you might remember that I had set a goal to walk a mile a day for 365 days. When I set this goal, I really felt like this was going to be impossible, even though it's only like a 20 to 25 minute time investment per day for something that is super healthy. Getting up and moving around is really the best idea when you're trying to lose weight and improve your overall health. I truly believe that humans were built to move. Having excess weight can be really problematic for that goal because you need to move to get healthier, but you also can't move as well because you're carrying around the extra weight. And I can remember when I was lighter, it was happier, healthier, it was really easier to move, motivated, and it really wasn't a struggle to complete average everyday household chores. So I decided that I wanted to get back to that point. So I set the goal so that I could get back into that mindset of moving more, and it really seemed impossible when I set it. And at this point, I have walked a mile a day for 8 days. Some days I've walked more than that. And I can tell you that it's already having an impact. It's not as hard for me to walk that mile every day. It's not as daunting when I start. And I'm already feeling better, so it's a win for sure. One thing I've learned from losing weight and then regaining 2/3 of the weight that I lost and then starting on a journey to re-lose the weight, there is definitely a mental component to weight loss, weight gain, and then switching back over to that healthy mindset again. Let's be honest, we all have an aspirational goal of some kind. Some of us have them related to weight loss. Maybe we want to look or feel better. Others of us may want to get a promotion at work. But the idea behind all of these things is really the same. They all have the same thing in common. The mental energy required to obtain the goal is always a challenge. Sure, it's easy at first when motivation is high. We get up and we're feeling like we can accomplish anything. Sometimes we'll find out very quickly that it's going to be harder than we thought. Maybe we get into a workout and we're humbled by how out of shape we've become. Or we get to that first quarter of a mile and we're like, what the hell was I thinking? Why did I think I could walk a mile? Let me tell you, that's how I felt when I started my 365 days of walking a mile. The reality is always different than our expectations. And we really shouldn't be lowering our expectations to meet the goal. We should really try to rise to the challenge, realizing that it may take longer than we expected, and that's okay. I really feel like it's better to meet the goal even if it takes longer than expected rather than lowering the goal to meet the expectations. It really will feel amazing when you get there, and the feeling will help motivate you to make another goal and get to that goal, and then the cycle of self-improvement is just so rewarding. One of the things that I like to do when I realize that my goal was harder than I thought and it might take longer than I expected is that I like to break down the goal into more manageable mini goals while still keeping my big crazy long-term goal. That way, I can feel better about my progress and still be working towards that bigger, more challenging goal. For me, I have a current goal of losing 70 pounds, again, and I have to realize that it's going to take a bit of time. I feel like the hardest part is always getting started. It really seems impossible when you begin. That's really okay. I've been there, sadly more than once. It's also why this week I've spent some time setting up some mini goals along the way. Rewards for hitting those mini goals, as well as a really big reward for hitting my big goal. I really have a pretty big want, and I've decided that I'm going to tie it to my weight loss success. That way, I'll be more likely to keep going on my journey and also get the thing that I really want. Since it's a little bit of an expensive present for myself, it's also going to require that I set aside some money each month to do it, which is also another goal of mine anyway. So, kind of two birds, one stone scenario here. Now, I've also set up some smaller, more manageable goals and rewards so that I can help keep myself on track and motivated throughout the journey. The other side of that coin, though, is the results themselves are going to be rewarding and motivating. And I'm hoping that I keep paying attention to how I'm feeling along the way so that I can notice how I'm feeling and what the corresponding number on the scale is. That might sound a bit strange, but I didn't do it the last time I lost the weight, and when I started gaining, I didn't notice that I wasn't feeling as good as I got heavier. And at some point, mentally, I started to feel worse and worse, and that led me down a path of not feeling great physically and mentally, which really made it harder to start back down the right path and get me. And this also let me get all the way back to nearly 210 pounds, which is way too heavy. So I've come to learn that mental health absolutely has an effect on physical health, and physical health also has an effect on mental health. So one of my goals is really to work on both a little at a time. I have to feel better about myself to feel better in my body, and I'm trying to make changes in the way that I see things. An example is I have a home gym, and rather than thinking to myself, man, I have to go work out, I try to see it as, man, I get to go downstairs and work out. I really like that time. It's my time for myself. And I feel like it's important to take time for ourselves, and that's my time. I am taking care of myself. I'm changing my body and my mind. Another two birds, one stone scenario. And I really feel so much better at the end of the workout, even though I didn't want to start it, which, fun fact, I never do. I never want to start the workout, but I always feel great after. I have also set a rather aggressive goal for December's weight loss as well. I want to get to 190 pounds by January. This is for a couple of reasons. One personal, one professional, but I know it's going to be hard. But also, I just need to do it. It is an attainable goal. It's only 2.65 pounds per week, which isn't unreasonable for somebody who has a lot of weight to lose, which is a controversial topic, as we know, because media's input here is where we've always been told that safe and healthy weight loss is 2 pounds a week, which is really a theory I choose not to subscribe to in a lot of cases. Maybe that's a topic for a future video. Now, I also believe it's important to make time for yourself. We've all heard that bit from our flight attendants where you need to put on your oxygen mask before you put on someone else's because, well, you can't help others if you're passed out on the floor. The same is true here. You can't take care of others if you aren't taking care of yourself. So make time for yourself. Make time to do the things that you need to do to lose the weight, feel better about yourself, or just generally take care of yourself. I believe that we make time for the things that are important to us, so schedule in some time for yourself. Make yourself important to you. Maybe you can only find 30 minutes a day right now, so go for a walk. You'll feel better inside and out. Believe me, my daily 1-mile walks are very beneficial and I'm starting to actually like them. But the bottom line is make sure you're making time for yourself. Find a few minutes in your day for you. It is important. You are important. Now, let's get to the fun stuff. We'll talk about my weigh-in. This week, I weighed in at 200.6 pounds, so that's a loss of 2.7 pounds this week and 7 pounds total. Not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed. It would have been nice to see under 200 pounds on the scale, but nevertheless, a loss is a loss. I'm also down enough to start being motivated by the losses thus far, and that's also a great start. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully this week we'll see another 2.65 or more pounds lost.
If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you guys want to support the struggle, go ahead and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!